are different kinds of monsters like different races, or are they like completely different species? You've got different numbering of eyes, some with wings. I just want to know what the rules are. But all of the other strange powers that these monster children probably have, i.e. laser vision, spitting acid mucus, and this guy, who seems like his mere existence is a hazard, are totally okay.
Who are we missing?
I'm welling up with tears.
The bus driver is able to pronounce her S sounds really well, given her jaw and teeth situation. Just in case you didn't get that Randy was lame, the animators of this film used his cupcakes against him by writing lame across his face. For the record, I would probably hang out with the guy at the party who had the cupcakes. I love cupcakes. Mike makes a quick decision to make an impossible shot that would in no way work in a real-world situation. You might be saying to yourself, well, this is a college filled with monsters. This isn't the real world. But the physical properties of things are the same there as they are here. So the sin still stands, thus ending an argument I just had with myself. Now that the pig spider is caught in the trash can, he is making no further efforts to get away, even though he easily could. That guy just happens to have a Monsters U sticker with him. I'm glad he found a place for it. Also, is the logo for the school the same as the logo for the Monsters Inc. Energy Company? There's no indication that the energy company owns the school. Also, we met a graduate computer tech working on the scare floor at Monsters Inc. We either have some vertical integration going on here or some serious copyright infringement.
This guy's a Sullivan? With the famous Sullivan?
This round, one-eyed guy is the only character we've met so far that has a voice that matches the shape of his mouth. Even Johnny here shouldn't be able to speak so smooth with that underbite.
Slow down, Squirt!
I really don't think that this guy can call Mike Squirt. They are the same size. If that was so important, why was it not bolted down? Or better yet, why was it even there at all? There are college freshmen in there every day, goofing around near very insecure artifacts. This is more Dean Hardscrabble's fault than Mike and Sully's. Also, how does a kid crying endanger their operation over a kid screaming? This seems like the monster could easily run away before the parents got there. Well, less crime makes parents instantly appear like genies afterwards. But her inspiration seems to be just because they broke her scare canister. The inspiration is further supported by the fact that she had to have let him into the school in the first place. She's the dean. Maybe I was just jumpy as a kid, but even if I saw a little green one-eyed thing in the middle of the night, I wouldn't want to approach it, even if it sounded like Billy Crystal. Why the flashlights again? There's probably a light switch inside the cabin. Do Mike or Sally have telekinetic powers? How are they able to get the fan to move and the window to open from the ceiling? Also, a bunch of other things are going to happen that they have no way of actually controlling without some sort of supernatural power. Does warming up to him include expelling him from school?
Hardscrabble's letting us into the scare program.
Hardscrabble showed no mercy to Mike and Sully, who were able to power a door from the other side, which is apparently something no one has done before. But she gives the rest of Uzma Kappa a chance to be in the scare program because they were kind of scary.
Fritz, my good fellow, could you get me another napkin, please?
Of course, Miss Edith.
Even though Drew's house is 3 times as large as Gru's, they still put the girls in the same room together, complete with the dangerous triple bunk and a ridiculous ladder no child should ever climb.
It might not be good unicorn finding weather.
Ha! It's funny, because it's Gru! Also, according to this shot, we've got roughly 5 minutes before the Earth is swallowed by the sun. When the movie told us that Agnes was going to seek out a unicorn in the forest, I thought that met with adult supervision. Lucy flipped out earlier when they disappeared, but I guess walking alone into a forest that a one-eyed bartender told you a unicorn lives in is perfectly okay.
Unicorns, here we come!
What's that for?
Bait! Duh!
No, seriously, how many unnecessary subplots are there in this movie that's mostly about the rivalry between Gru and Brad? Is Margot still hanging out with the dude that gave her the cheese? Will Edith continue her torturous pursuit of Fritz? Will the f***ing minions ever do anything entertaining? Are these 2 big doors the entrance to the outside area for these bulls? Are humans aware in this world that animals have humanistic qualities? Because if so, just having them fight matadors seems less profitable than taking advantage of the other skills they possess. The pail is still almost completely full, even after the water was seen pouring out of it. And at one point, the bucket even turned upside down. And if this was all the water Ferdinand was going to pour on the flower, why fill the pail up all the way in the first place?
You're never gonna get selected. You wanna know why?
Why?
Who knew? Even in the world of bulls, there are bullies. Bullies. Let me try something out. Bullies, belie, belligerent bulls, and bullies. Astonishing. Excuse me, guys, but I've got an ancient Mayan ruin to find. It's at this point, as a human being, I would wonder why all these bulls are looking at me expectantly, and why one of the bulls looked proud, while the other seems upset he wasn't picked.
You're gonna come back, right?
What? That matador doesn't stand a chance, okay?
Really curious what exactly the bull's thought process is in this world. The humans around here seem awfully trusting of the bulls to get in the transport all by themselves. Ferdinand's pot could easily take out this lone stable worker here and run for the hills.
Dad.
Damn, 8 minutes and 45 seconds is all it took for this movie to steal the Lion King from Bambi. Late night mystery train just happens to be leaving right now, so that Ferdinand can leave the ranch. Seriously, why is this train here? Why does it need to leave right now? If railroad builders would stop leaving conveniently placed ramps along the tracks, sentient animal train crashing antics would go down by at least 67%. Hey Gus, I was wondering something. How did that bull know to jump onto that train like that? You think these bulls might be self-aware?
I'll take good care of you.
Ferdinand somehow winds up by the one farm that would probably take him in, over just returning him to the Casa del Toro. I mean, there's only so many places he could have wandered off from, right? How did they know his name was Ferdinand? It wasn't like he was wearing a collar or any kind of identification tags. Hey, wait a minute. Don't caterpillars have to go through a series of developmental stages called instars, and then go through a pupation ritual? And some kind of molting involved? I don't know. Can caterpillars really do that? Guys, I think I've hit terminal sinning. What this montage proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is that Ferdinand causes more damage than a fun bull normally does. Aside from the lack of physics that are required to turn this cart into a trampoline, the movie attempts to explain Ferdinand's comings and goings to and from this house, but the movie is wrong.
Oh, yes, I have. Oh, yes, I have.
Kate McKinnon dialed up to 11. Might be way too much Kate McKinnon.
You're the bull who destroyed a whole village, right?
Did the owner of this ranch discuss all the details of Ferdinand's adventure around Lupe before he got here?
I can't wait to show you off to the rest of the guys. They're gonna fertilize the yard.
No. Oh, I get it. Because I'm small. You know what you are? A sizist.
Bones stole our sin.
It'll make me look even better when I beat you to a pulp inside the ring. Welcome back, Ferdinand.
How exactly is Valiente still here? Based on the lack of competition with Bones, Guapo, and the bull who can't see, shouldn't he have been picked by a matador already? Was Lupe just keeping that down intact until the right moment presented itself?
Are you trying to steal my stuff?
Oh, no, we'd never do something like that.
Hey, it's the hyenas from The Lion King. The gargoyles from Hunchback of Notre Dame. The penguins from Madagascar.
My hands are my instruments, as are my arms, legs, chest, feet, and buttocks.
This movie shows that when in doubt, throw a butt into the conversation. You can't miss. Why would Lupe come out into the ring? This would not be a situation where they would need a calming goat.
Come on! Bring it on!
And there's zero chance El Primero would pick Bones, right? So why send him out there?
There's a lot of pollen in the air this time of year.
That's right. A lot of pollen.
I know. It's animated, and there's animals talking, and we could play this game every Sins video for these types of films. At least this movie doesn't have one of those ridiculous slow-motion shots in the air where the character is saying, whoa, and trying not to hit something, like, say, a bunny. Damn it!
Come on, little guy.
Thankfully, Ferdinand remembers his CPR training from that summer camp 2 years prior.
Angus, wait, whoa.
I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
Let's see, 5 sins for the bad pun, and 10 sins for the outdated reference. I mean, where's the beef, y'all? Where's the beef? Also, what does Valiente think they will do with him after he beats the matador? Just let him go live in a mansion or something?
Me? You're there. Have you seen these hips?
Why, yes, I also saw you walk through this door earlier, and you managed to sleep in Nina's room despite the high degree of difficulty there. So why would this be any different? Bullshit. This works. This guy seems to always be outside when something happens between the bulls. I wonder if he witnessed that dance-off earlier.
That one is the best move. I'll fight him in Madrid tomorrow.
I get this isn't like boxing where the fighters have to train for months, but they still have to sell tickets to the Matador show. If he hadn't found a bull by the next morning, what was El Primero's plan for the event everyone is coming to? What was the rush in sending Valiente here then? I guess those trucks with the meat diagrams on the back of them are really just for dramatic effect. Wait a minute, are you telling me this motion sensor laser thing doesn't really set off an alarm? Valiente ex machina, but I'm more pissed off that the bull named Machina wasn't the ex machina. Thanks for f***ing up our ponds, dicks. This is the second time untrained animals have to perform CPR on a bunny, and I have yet to see any flatliners type shit.
I'm a bull, not a doctor.
How does the character named Bones not get this line? Machina ex machina! There is hope in the world!
Which way? Hard right.
Oh damn, wouldn't you know? Just the luck. They chased after their runaway bulls on the day the interstate was reduced to 1 lane, and that somehow didn't slow down all the traffic on this road at all. And now they're paying the price. Sure, this guy notices the bulls driving the truck, but how did nobody else in Madrid see this too? They're in bumper-to-bumper traffic.
Let's go.
Let's go what? What are you planning to do? Commandeer the truck with a bunch of self-aware animals? You don't even have a cattle prod, or sedatives, or anything that will help you if you reach them. There was a discussion in a room at one point where someone said, you know what this movie needs? A rap that samples soup dragons. And someone else agreed. Yeah, that's pretty funny and all, but why is the bus even still driving? Seems like this situation would call for bus drivers to stop, make a few phone calls, flag down an officer of the law, or something. Maybe Spain is different. Apple assholery aside, there are really only two foods depicted in this movie: carrots and apples. Can't this guy have a power bar or a box of animal crackers?
They're coming fast!
With the climactic chase scene,
You are the bravest bull I know, but you're gonna have to fight.
and Ferdinand, who has never actually fought, going up against El Primero, who beat her up this bullfight to show you that Ferdinand really loves his flowers, in case you didn't know that from the first 90 minutes of this movie. This guy lets his daughter go down into the arena. Sure, Ferdinand isn't a threat, but what about security? Is there any security at these places?
I mean, I guess everyone here knows that Nina and Ferdinand have a relationship and is going to allow this.
Oh man, I'm so happy that Nina and Ferdinand got back together. What do you think the wedding will be like?
Flower Bull did it.
Original title of the movie. So wait, the ranch owner just let Nina have these bulls? How nice of him. He must have learned some lessons along the way that were all off screen. There's probably something to be said about this scene they stuck in the middle of the credits, but I'm just stupefied how they found room for yet another apple and carrot into this picture. Jesus, draw something else. And yeah, I see the radish and the penis emoji. Just do something else, damn it.
As the story transitions to a love story, I would like to remind everyone that Ember is only involved because of Wade's watery boner, and that the massive failure of bureaucracy we are witnessing should in no way be her problem to solve.
Oh, Flame, my temper caused this.
It did not, and Wade doesn't reiterate this nearly enough. Ember's ingenuity in building this hot air balloon from scratch is only eclipsed by the number of laws she breaks in the process. But we'll keep rooting for her because the movie has yet to give us a champion that is more worthy. Okay, fine. This movie is fucking beautiful. Element City isn't a real place I can visit.
Number 2, I'm crashing your party. Like, what kind of a jerk am I?
The kind that thinks that self-aware bullshit like this will make us forgive you, when in reality this grand gesture is something only a true asshole would do.
I don't love you!
This glass cracks to perfectly align as a visual metaphor for the fracturing of their relationship instead of a sign that this was a stupid way to fix a piece of infrastructure. Sorry, Wade, this isn't gonna work. Once you take someone's flower, they can never get it back. Except what my youth pastor said. Daddy is being mean now, so he can show love later. So he can be manipulated into being sad now and then happy later. This is not a playable vehicle in Mario Kart.
Well, one-way ticket to anywhere but here.
You were a complete ass at the beginning of this movie, you entitled wet spot.
You came back after everything I said.
You were not the problem, Ember.
No. Oh, wait.
Oh, please. There's no way he got to that lantern, got some flame in, and then somehow got in here behind her in 3 seconds between the lantern getting swept away and the fire toppling into this room. That's some of the most moviest bullshit to move from a bull. But your water! We just saw you enter through a freaking keyhole in a door. You can flow your way up through those bricks, no problem, right?
But I can exist in a world without you.
Oh, but you really can't.
Your, chimney needs cleaning.
Deciding your first act after coming back to life should be to give euphemistic personal advice to your girlfriend. Sure, I'm glad we're getting this clear resolution on the plot about the inadequacies of government oversight as it relates to underserved communities. Powerful stuff, really. Damn it, Pixar!